This morning, investigators released the clearest video yet of a person of interest in the Brown University shooting. It's time for the Streamline. Everything you need to know in 10 minutes or less. New footage from Saturday shows a person dressed in black walking several blocks from the university's campus. The FBI is now offering a $50,000 reward for information on the gunman. 2 students were killed, another 9 were injured in the attack. Authorities urge anyone who might recognize the shooter to come forward.
The sooner we can identify that person, the sooner we can, I think, blow this case open. But that's work that has to happen in the next 24 to 36 hours.
Now, the students who were killed have now been identified. Muhammad Aziz Umurzakov from Uzbekistan and Ella Cook, a sophomore from Alabama. Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer's son could face charges as early as today for killing his parents. Nick Reiner is being held without bail, accused of stabbing them to death. The sources tell ABC News Rob and Nick got into an argument Saturday night at a holiday party and that Nick was acting strange. They say Nick was not home when his parents were found. He was arrested Sunday night near USC.
We are learning new details this morning about the people who attacked a Hanukkah celebration on Australia's Bondi Beach. 15 people were killed. They have been identified as 50-year-old Sajid Akram and his 24-year-old son Naveed. Police shot both of them. Sajid was killed. His son currently is in a coma. Now, sources say the two had pledged allegiance to ISIS. Meanwhile, new video from a dashboard camera shows a man wrestling with one of the gunmen just moments before the attack. Officials say, unfortunately, the 2 people in that video were killed. Meantime, the man who did disarm one of the gunmen, Ahmed Al-Mahmed, is recovering in the hospital after being shot in the shoulder.
I know my brother, he's a brave one, He's a good man. He have a good heart.
Australian lawmakers are now working to strengthen their already restrictive gun laws. Some are criticizing the country's prime minister, saying he didn't do enough to confront a rise in anti-Semitic attacks. The U.S. military has struck another 3 boats in the Pacific. All of this a part of Operation Southern Spear, targeting boats suspected of trafficking drugs. Monday's strikes killed 8 people, and now President Trump is pushing for land attacks to begin soon.
Drugs coming in by sea are down 94%. And we're trying to figure out who the other 6% are. But they're down 94%, and we're going to start hitting them on land, which is a lot easier to do, frankly.
95 people have been killed since the operation targeting drug traffickers began.
This morning, the Justice Department says it has foiled a terrorist plot to attack LA on New Year's Eve. 4 people are now in custody. The FBI says they were going to fill backpacks with pipe bombs and set them off near 5 businesses. Officials say the group was testing explosives in the Mojave Desert on Friday.
It strikes me this is another undercover operation potentially. In other words, there was at least an agent or an informant in with this group, because how would you know to run aerial surveillance unless you had somebody on the ground telling you that was about to occur?
Investigators say the suspects, led by 30-year-old Audrey Carroll, are members of the Turtle Island Liberation Front, which describes itself as a far-left, anti-government, anti-capitalist network. The 4 are charged with conspiracy and possession of unregistered destructive devices. They face up to 15 years in prison. The FBI also says a 5th person, possibly linked to the same group, was arrested in New Orleans and may have been planning a similar attack there. New plans are emerging to keep healthcare costs from skyrocketing for millions of Americans. Some centrist Republicans and a handful of Democrats are now working on a compromise. It would extend healthcare subsidies from Obamacare, but impose stricter income caps and new fraud prevention measures. They're trying to force a vote on it today. Congress, though, is running out of time. Those subsidies are set to expire at the end of the year, and lawmakers start their holiday break at the end of this week.
A new jobs report is set to come out today after weeks of delays from the government shutdown. The last jobs report came out in September with mixed signals. Employers hired more people than expected, but unemployment went up, rising to 4.4%. That is the highest point since the pandemic. Now, in this new report, economists expect a drop in the number of jobs added and a slight increase to the unemployment rate.
If you're in a pinch, or if you don't have a ton of time to find that perfect gift, a gift card is the way to go. Here are a few things you can do to make sure you're getting the most out of that card.
I love gift cards. I love giving them and I love getting them.
Gift cards continue to grow in popularity. They're convenient to buy, recipients can choose what they want, and it allows the gift giver the option of controlling how much they spend. According to the National Retail Federation, shoppers are expected to spend $29 billion on gift cards this holiday season, with the average people give going from $20 to $50 a card. But experts say gift cards are also one of the easiest targets for scams. Nicholas Behar is a professor of cybersecurity works at USD. He says it's easy for scammers to cash in on your card.
What the scammers are doing now is they'll actually go into the store and they'll take some gift cards off the rack, get those little numbers on the back and put another sticker on it. So like that, when you load the gift card or when somebody loads the gift card, they're constantly checking and then they can withdraw that money.
So if you're buying a gift card, he recommends getting the cards that are locked up near a cash register counter or buying a digital gift card. He says you should always keep a copy of your receipt. If you've received a gift card, he suggests checking the balance quickly.
Amazon gift card as an example, and you load it right into your account, that money is now in your account, so you don't have to worry about the gift card being empty. Once you got the money off, you've got it in your Amazon account, you've got it in your Starbucks account, then you have the money in the account. So it's less likely that the attacker is going to be able to access those funds.
And after you're done shopping in California, if the remaining balance on the card is less than $10, remember, the store must give you the value in cash if you ask for it. Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
All right, this may not have been on the bingo card for word of the year, but the editors at Merriam-Webster Dictionary, they've made their choice for 2025, and the word is slop. All right, so if you're internet savvy, you may have come across this word already. It means digital content of low quality that gets a lot of looks because it's made by artificial intelligence. So think of those cheaply made videos or images that take up a lot of people's time. That is considered slop. So slop is not necessarily a new word. It's actually a really, really old word. Back in the 1700s, slop usually meant soft mud. And then in the 1800s, people referred to slop as food waste. That's how I know the word. All right, well, that's the word of the year. That's your ABC 10 News Streamline. Everything you need to know today in under 10 minutes.